We're back at it again. Okay guys, let's go. It's another Sunday, another time for me to upload something that no one cares about, not even me. But it's something to do, and I schedule it, so I'm going to force myself to do it. Like my other videos that are getting made on the side, where I've not properly forced myself to get the footage for them, and not getting the footage means I can't edit it, and it makes me sad. It makes me very, very sad. But hey ho, that is life. Moving house, which is why this is going to be another short one. Can't be doing too much other than packing up my stuff and preparing my travel when I'm moving house. That is just how it is. What else am I supposed to do when I'm moving house? Just have my thumb up my arse. That'd be an amazing time. Everybody loves that. I digress. Aside from moving house, I've had random thoughts that mean nothing. Such as fighting games are falling off really hard right now. And that makes me sad, because I enjoy fighting games. But I understand one main reason why people do not like fighting games in the current climate of people playing video games. You can't just drop into a game with like 5 of your friends. Like, I'm of the point of view that most people don't even enjoy playing video games. They just enjoy hanging out with their friends. Because Marvel Rivals is a good example. I don't see people that, at least in the 15 or so people that I regularly interact with, the ones that played the game didn't think it was anything special, wasn't overly addictive, they just enjoyed playing with their friends. There's one exception. And that's just because he wanted to stop playing Counter-Strike, so he was playing Marvel Rivals. I know, amazing choice. But then that brings me to Counter-Strike. There's people that I've known when they were younger were really dedicated to Counter-Strike because they thought they were something, but the thing they were was a nice turd rather than anything good. And a game that one poor bastard of a friend of mine has a deal with the devil to play Dota every day of his life, otherwise he'll kill himself. I don't know what it is. It is terrifying how much he wants to play Dota with the lack of anything going on in it right now. The Monster Hunter event was like a cool promotion for half a day, but the whole event exists as a weird side downgrade of Aghanim's Labyrinth that used to be in that game. But when he solo queues, he's usually depressed. When he solo queues CS, he's usually depressed. Another guy that's hopelessly playing CS a lot that I know, the big jiggly boy, no, he is actually hating life, but he just plays CS. Because was it? I gotta get that 10k before new season, man. Let's play some CS. I don't want to go to bed before work. I want to play CS. Man, you're not having fun. You only have fun when you annoy the people in your team, but when you annoy the people in your team, you don't win. And that means you're not gonna get your funny random number that you really want in the video game. Fuck. There was so much potential for you to get that random number, but you have to be kind of funny when annoying the hell out of anybody you're playing with. And that's the best part about annoying people, is that when you get muted, no matter how good your communications are, no one will listen to you because they can't hear you. It's good. I utilize that when I play Dota. I have an amazing habit of just muting everybody in my team, and if I forget to, the people that I'm partied with, specifically, they're still muted every single game. So I can't see what they're typing, but I can see people reacting to it, and then I get reminded, yeah, I don't care about anything anyone's saying. I really don't. And that's a problem. We're not playing games just because games are fun. I don't know. I think the poor guy that plays Dota, codename Goblin Lair, he definitely does enjoy Dota conceptually. He gets a good rush of dopamine when something good happens. He wants to tear his cock off when something bad happens, but that only happens way more than the good stuff in Dota. It's amazing. The people that play League that I know, they only play all random, all mid. They cannot be bothered with the actual game anymore. They hate it. But their friends play ARAM with them, and that motivates them to do things too much, man. I've noticed that when I'm craving a little bit of attention, I will be playing games like that to be around my friends. But as I do that too much, I realize, God, I'm really disliking playing these games at the moment. But then one friend, fucking minion, he's not really in the same social standing as anyone. He was randomly interested in fighting games. He loves it. Woo! Oh yeah, I'll gladly start playing fighting games again. I played them alone and on the old X-Bone. I'll gladly play Street Fighter 4 against you, bro. Yeah, sick. I I absolutely loathed being unable to do what I used to do, but that was outweighed by the fact that it was random, it was chaotic, no one knew what they were doing, I was having a great time personally. I loved it. I cannot understate how much I enjoy just playing a stupid game with a buddy that no one has any stakes in, except just trying something new on his end and me revisiting something old on mine. And then I got him and someone else who, like, go into Injustice 2, they played it before me, and we go in, it's chaotic, it's random, it's really funny. But we're probably never going to do it again. Because there's no, unless you're really into that long-lasting grind, unless you really want to play a lot of fighting games, Street Fighter 6 is bad for a lot of casuals there, they just play to unlock cosmetics for their custom characters. Fair enough, do it. Different strokes for different folks, do what you want to do. But within that, you can play fighting games with your friends. But you can't get as many friends in on it. There's not as many people that are wanting to go into fighting games. Same as racing games, like, unless it's Mario Kart, and even then there's people that loathe Mario Kart because it makes them so angry for some reason. You just can't get the maximum enjoyment out of it. But first-person shooters, you can pretend you're having fun, because every now and again you'll click something like, ooh! MOBAs are just as complicated, if not way more complicated than fighting games at their core. The macro plays and all that. The information you need to know, the matchup knowledge, it's the same bullshit the fighting games have, but you've got a team of players you're playing with and against. You have downtime between the fighting, but in fighting games, it's all going on, that like 2 minutes or so that your round is lasting. It's just constant. The pressure's always on whenever you're in a game. There's no reprieve, unless you're playing a cunty game like Injustice, then there's a lot of reprieve depending on what variety of zoning you're addicted to at the moment. It's just, people that are overcommitted to zoning, I do believe that they have really passionate wank sessions with fiberglass. But it's just, man, so weird that fighting games aren't as popular as they used to be back in the day of arcades. People used to have to pay way too much money to play them. And to a degree, paying full price for fighting games nowadays is an absolute scam. Tekken 8 price-wise was atrocious when it came out, but I got a lot of dopamine out of that game. And one of my friends enjoyed it for a whole half a day, and then he just did not want to play anymore. He just lost his will to live. Brian in Tekken 8 is just so sexy that he had to run away to a dark corner to not see Brian hit fat combos on him. Then after that, I was engaged with the game. I'd solo queue. But you always lose that sort of personal interaction with somebody, because we're not playing it in arcade where you can fist fight the guy around the other side of the cabinet after you win or lose. You can't have your friend get reminded of the fact that they were so annoyed, and it'll annoy them even more. That's a good time. Instead, you're just playing against random people that a lot of the time just disconnect from... They unplug their Ethernet cords, they disconnect from the game for alt F4ing, turn off their PC, and then the game just didn't happen server side. That's fun. It's weird. Maybe they just need a little bit of a revamp to make them interesting for people. Like back when Street Fighter vs. Tekken came out, and 2 players could... Or it was Tekken Tag Tournament 2. One of those games, 2 people played on each side. So it was a 4-man game. Like something like that would be ideal for getting more people into it. But it's still a fighting game. Design-wise, it's not as popular as it could be, which is a bit unfortunate. But complexity in games is something that people overvalue quite a lot, or they exaggerate quite heavily. Difficulty in games is glorified until the game is difficult because there is a skill required to play it. That's why Guitar Hero fell off. The only people that wanted to play Guitar Heroes were ones that were good at it. That is a problem that has lasted until now. I think Clone Hero got a few new people into it, but unless you had a guitar you were playing on a keyboard and that makes you cry. I just wish that people would just try more things. Maybe if they're more accessible price-wise. That's why older fighting games are good, because their keys are cheap as piss. You can buy them off third-party sites, you can buy them off the actual main retailers' websites and storefronts. They're extremely cheap when they're on sale, because no one buys them otherwise. And that should probably be an example for why you should have a low barrier to entry to get more people just to try it. Because League of Legends, Dota, Counter-Strike, Valorant, Genshin Impact, I don't know, some other random, really popular game that's free to play, they're free! You can get them for free and you can just play them. And that gets people into spending lots of money because it's free to begin with, and they forget that money is actually a tangible object and they want to buy a really pretty skin for their lovely character. But in fighting games, people do that after buying the game. It's like Call of Duty. I want to buy these skins. I want to buy this battle pass, man. I want to buy so much random shit I don't need, because otherwise the game doesn't feel like anything's going on for me, man. I could try and use an older example of a game for being popular as a first-person shooter, but you had something to go for. But you have to go really far back, because when I think of one game that got me for years into Call of Duty Black Ops 2, that had skins you could buy. That had a lot of DLC. But there was a lot you could grind for, as the sad people would want to do. There was a lot of prestiges. Prestige Master, it wasn't hard to get to. Was there any benefit again to Prestige Master? No, you got an icon. But if you were fucking like 10 years old and shit, yeah, it's fucking sick, it's so cool. When you're older, you realize that you're just wasting your free time. And it's kind of sad. But this battle pass, yeah, I'm not wasting my free time, I'm getting random skins, yeah. I don't know. It is scary that people mostly do stuff because there's friends involved. For example, I would have never, aside from the free weekends where I did try Dead by Daylight back when it was a lot younger, before I fully bought the game, I would have never bought it without friends. And then after my friends stopped playing it, I solo queued a lot. I used to live stream it. It was a good time. I've got a lot of clips from when I was decent at the game. But then the only time I've played it ever since, God, a year and a half of downtime was just because a few friends wanted to play once or twice. I played it once or twice, haven't played it since. I've no drive to play it, it's not something I particularly enjoy. I enjoy playing it with people like the Sackman because he will proudly say incorrect things about game mechanics all the time when he thinks he knows what they do. And that makes me very happy. It happened in Repo quite badly, where he believed that the little magic books could be mimics that kill you. Motherfucker, you've like touched 1,000 books. How come none have killed you? How come none have killed me? Is the game broken? Or are you just fucking absolutely lost in the sauce? Just get a grip, man. Get a grip. There's no funny killer books in release version Repo. They might have them there. I've not played it in a while. I want to play it. But again, solo queuing it would be fine if I wanted to, but the main drive for me to play Repo would be to make videos. I love short clips of Repo because they're just the high points of the game. It's just very funny for the wrong reasons, or if you play it the right reasons. And you can't really get a lot of those moments when you're solo. The charm of Repo is that you have idiots that are with you doing idiotic things. When you do idiotic things and they react, that's funny. And that's why a lot of game development has gone into, people call it friend slop. I absolutely hate the word slop nowadays. One person popularized, I say one person, the sphere of people that are normal, that don't interact with niche things in the world at all. They got pushed the term AI slop after 4chan used it for a year or two. And now slop is applied to the end of everything. Like, I cannot take you seriously. You can call them shit games. Friend slop? That's how I describe games that are designed for multiplayer, that are only good because you're playing with friends. You can apply that to every multiplayer video game in existence. Fighting games to me are inherently friend slop because I only play them because my friends are there now. Oh, but you said previously you played them on your own. No, I have, but that was so long ago when I played them now. Is it because I want to play them, or is it because I want to play with friends? Lethal Company, I would play solo. But it's a friend slop game because the only reason it got popular is because you'd play with your friends and you get spooked. Ooh. No one called Phasmophobia a friend slop game back in the day, but it clearly is part of that very vague description of anything that is designed primarily with multiplayer experience in mind. One of the key tenets of design is that it's asset flips that are designed around it. Okay, we've narrowed it down to probably the same group of games because most game developers nowadays do not make all of their own assets. That being said, Lethal Company is a good example of someone that has. The definition just really doesn't work the way you want. It just is a shit definition. I hate the word. Hate people that use it because they're propagating this bad behavior. Just get a good vocabulary and get good descriptors for something that isn't slop. It's AI slop. Oh, it's friend slop. Oh, you're eating food in America. It's goy slop. No, I don't. I don't give a shit about any finite part of your point. There's no reason for me to fucking care. Like, you really, really, really have to stop using the word slop. You just really have to. Like, God. Please. Use different words. But it's easy to do. No, you're just absolutely brain dead. No, sorry. Your brain rotted from short-form content. No, short-form content? What is the content? Is it music? Is it fucking short film? Is it videos online? The TikToks. What? Are you okay? You said content. Why do we use the word content? It's so vague and all-encompassing. It means nothing at the end of the day. But I'm a content creator. There's a reason that was used by people that made pornography, and that's because it was so vague that you can't pin it down, and now everybody uses it as a standard. No. Be specific about what you do, because otherwise any talking about it is pointless. Please just stop being vague. Isn't it great how I've, in the span of like 5 minutes, went from the whole concept of people only play games with their friends to hating on dog shit uses of the English language. It is great, because the word slot being tacked on to everything to call it bad. The word content, God, is back when people used media, it was bad enough, but it's became content, which is even worse. And I do strongly believe that is a very, very, very forced thing after various people that would make videos. They would say, oh, I'm do it for the content. No, it's do it for the vine, man. You're colloquializing a fucking saying. Stop colloquializing that shit. It's not even a good way, because it becomes formal. It's fake colloquial. It is fake colloquial because people aren't even using it in only normal conversation. No, it is very formal the way they do it. Why? Why has that become a universal standard? We like to say that English is a very weird language in terms of people that actually care about pretending that they know what languages are. Oh, it's not a romance language. Oh, it doesn't have hidden meanings or anything. Oh, it's not like the East Asian languages that have mad amounts of characters because they have all the same sort of sounds and inflections that contextually mean different things. No, we have not the amount of characters, but we have so much depth to this language that we ignore in the modern day because we're actually just becoming stupid when we're becoming stupid when applying words after another word to mean a very specific thing. But you can't say a specific thing. We've got to be vague. No. Don't be a dickhead. Okay, if only I could say dickhead was not colloquial. No, it's very informal. It's very normal. It's just crazy to me. It's not natural to say these words. It's not natural to use these phrases. It's very forced by people that are just always using social media primarily. A good example of this is the whole concept of, I could have just said terminally online. No, I don't like terminally online anymore, because terminally online very well applied to people in the 2000s, 2010s that were always on their computers and nothing else. But people just using their phones because they're bored. They're not properly online. They're in these very curated small spaces. And a lot of it is based off of real life. There's not enough being out of the world. There's not enough properly separating yourself from reality. You've just created a weird one for you with your curated little echo chamber, as people like to say in the media. And the media is not me saying media for everything from fucking videos to music to movies. No. the actual use of the media, the people that make news, the press, the people that make magazines. I love those paparazzos. Oh, I'm very fucking annoyed by all this. I'm so annoyed because I'm gonna have to listen to myself after this and chop out the dead air of a few times that it's happened and fix a couple mistakes that I've said. But we're just using really, really mediocre words for very simple things. I could go back to the fact that it's weird dumbing down of things for the sake of it. There's actually no reasoning to it in the grand scheme of things, except for normalizing certain behaviours. I've got to say that the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, those who made pornography a very morally dubious thing in the entire world, they would call themselves content creators, popularized very primarily in the Western world by those who used OnlyFans as creators on there. You otherwise wouldn't be using it. You wouldn't be using it because it was used so much it's in the forefront of your brain for some reason. You can't think of anything else. No, this is content. Oh, it's content. Content? Content? Like, content is just such an amazing word for everything, because we had to change the definition of content from the normal usage of it, I would say, is that it's just many things that are in something, like the contents of a box, contents of a store. But then we had to make it, oh, you have material that's on websites, you know? It's on websites, apps, social media. You want to see some text online? We would normally call those articles, darling. No, you want to see pictures posted online? That's content now. A video? Oh, that's content. A podcast? Oh, fucking can't believe that I'm even doing one of those these days. It's been so overdone since the fucking early 2010s, and now everybody and their fucking granny has one. And I'm your granny. I love being your granny. But no. Using the word content for anything that's online is awful. But it has to be content because it's stored somewhere. Yes, that's why I call it the contents of my arse when I shit. I do not care for the use of that word. Why should I care for the use of that word? There's no reason to simplify these things. There's no reason to try and function that way. Using words incorrectly is annoying. Earlier on, I think I cut myself off. I'll find out when I listen back on this. But the modern use of AI is so fucking bad as well. It's just objectively bad, and it's confused people on what AI can do in terms of it's fucking generative text? Holy shit. It has access to a lot of shit online, so it can scrape random sources and guess. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Fucking dog shit. Fucking, we call it advanced artificial intelligence. No, it's not. It's fake as fuck, but it's not intelligence. It doesn't understand anything. It interprets context and outputs something based off of that. It is a more advanced version. It is a more advanced version of predictive text on your phone, but it can talk back to you. Crazy. But the worst part about it, when I think about your fucking generative pre-trained transformer, your chat GPT, do you know what they call the outputs of generative pre-trained transformers? They call it new content. They call it new content. It's not new code if you told it to make dogshit code. It's not a new image because you made it make a new image. It's not a new weirdly disturbing video that has no basis in reality because it's not got a good data set to rip from. It's content. We will simplify these things and make them worse. But no, just cannot stand it. Cannot stand much these days, but that especially is a bad one. Although from tangent to tangent, I'd say that's a good way to wrap things up, because definitely after uploading this, I'm fucking going bed. I'm fucking waking up early, and I'm driving 7 hours to move house, which is going to be fun. I'll have more actual enjoyable things to consume. Nice new content for you to consume.
I used AI to generate a subject for the video. Sorry, a subject for the content. And the content I made for you is great. It's great, yeah.
Oh, please. Please, save me. Save me from anything. And it annoys me more because this sort of terminology is now deemed academic when it's so informal. At least with the AI stuff, you can say, yeah, it's a language model that could be a base for artificial intelligence. A little bit of generative artificial intelligence. But it isn't. It cannot survive or make inputs on its own. It is not intelligent yet. It is just so sad. It's so sad. I need to stop myself before I keep getting lost in the sauce again. I'm just going to keep going in circles and circles and circles and circles over things that annoy me and annoy me and annoy me, but that's okay.
That's what it means to be human and not AI. You are able to think and feel.
Though thinking and feeling, as human philosophy has shown, is subjective on if it exists and to what extent. I'm cheesy. SlickCast. You know, you can contact me in the contacts in the description to tell me to shut the fuck up, and I'll still make these. Thanks for listening. Actually, not really. So I'm going to say sorry that you listened to this. It's kind of sad. Very, very sad.